Hey, what's poppin', everybody? It's your boy Mr. Moneybags, aka Ken. And right now, I'm back again with Pheenix News. I want to give you an update on where I'm at today. This is the following day after I published the video yesterday, the other video yesterday, the first video. So today is the following day. So now I have a login. We have this login form, and you can also go to the sign up form and create an account. Let me go back to the sign in form, and let me just log in as that login. Now I haven't worked on the client area, so this was just the basic part. In fact, I don't know if I have something like render open. I wanted to show you what I want to do with this area, this client area, but I'll show you later. So let's go to the flows, and then here are a few sample flows, but I can also say create new. You know, if I say create new, let's say my flow, enter. Now we've created a flow. So this is what we have today. Remember, yesterday we had a very basic editor UI. It was not very pleasant, but I was very excited because I was finally able to add the left and right sidebars, but we couldn't do much with it. But right now we have something we can showcase as a preliminary editor. So I can zoom in, and as I can zoom in, you can see we have this dotted background, and we can change this to a background of squares made up of horizontal and vertical lines. I also styled this. We will be using, for the nodes, these nodes, we're going to be using a React UI library I created called NodeKit. NodeKit. Let me see if I have it right here on GitHub. Where's my GitHub? So let's go to my profile, and now here we are. As you can see, I have this NodeKit repository, NodeKit 2.0. We also have NodeKit 1.0. I updated it last week. That's the last time. I haven't touched it, but I'm going to go back to it. But in a nutshell, NodeKit is essentially these nodes. Remember, I showed you that I created these nodes. I have so many of them. As you can see, we have core nodes, we have sensor and IoT nodes. If I zoom in on them, we have API web and web nodes. We have this GraphQL editor. And if I go back to files, I have several more. So I went ahead and turned these nodes into a UI library that you can install through npm install. You can do npm install, and then, but now let's not get sidetracked. Let's go back to what I was talking about. We were right here. Now I want to show you what we have here. On this side we have the logo, and of course we have the search bar. We can search for a node, for example, let's say AI node, and that would bring up the results here. But right now I haven't created the functionality for this search. But if you expand these core nodes, as you can see here, we have categories of different nodes that we can drag onto the canvas. So if I expand the core nodes, we're supposed to have these nodes here, and I can drag and place a node here. I haven't added that functionality yet. So I can expand all these, and as you can see, we have this. I want to find a way to get rid of this scroll bar, but for now I think it looks presentable. These nodes are inside a scrollable component. That's why they're disappearing right here and not pushing down the settings button. So the same case applies to this other side. If I go here to node content, these are just placeholders. As you can see, they're repeated: entity hub, but they're just placeholders to show you what the left sidebar should look like, because for the sensor and IoT nodes, we're going to have the specific nodes that fall under this category. So if I collapse all these, we also have on this other side, now we have the placeholder for the different settings like node content, node styles, node behavior. When you have a node actively selected, if you click a node and it's the actively selected node, now you can make changes to it right here. Now these are repeated after extras. I repeated this node content and all this. But now if I expand, we will have settings in here. For now, they're just repeated. But as you can see, we now have a nice right sidebar. We can also expand it so it's draggable. And I really like this. Yesterday, we didn't have this. We just had the basic left and right sidebars. But right now, these are resizable. Even this other side is resizable. And now let's say we have very many nodes here and we want more screen real estate. We can collapse this and collapse that, and now all this is our screen real estate, and we can go on to do our node connections, create our flow. We can expand each independently, so you can decide to work from this side and use this space, and then decide to collapse that and expand the properties and work from this side. So that's what I wanted to show you for now. I decided I'm going to be sharing the progress. I'm going to be giving you the updates as this progresses, because we're building something that can change the world. This might be impactful. It might touch people's lives. It might help people do things they never imagined. I don't know, but I have a strong feeling it might be something special. Now, another thing that's going to make Pheenix stand out as an IoT orchestration system is this Control K command menu. You can hit Control K like in many documentations of different, like in many documentation websites you visit nowadays. If you go to a documentation website for maybe React, Next.js, Tailwind, and hit Control K, you can bring up this command menu and you can find different commands. You can quickly search for different nodes. As you can see here, you can insert different types of nodes. Insert temperature sensor node, insert AI agent node. You can also go to node documentations, AI agent documentations. You can also access different parts of your client area from here, and you can just conduct whatever search you want to conduct. So let's say I want to search for AI node. AI agent, as you can see, it's filtered it, and if I hit enter, it's supposed to now insert that node right here automatically. But of course, I haven't added that functionality yet. So Control K. If someone clicks temperature sensor documentation, because they're working right here, it won't open right here because we don't want it to interrupt them. So if you click temperature sensor documentations, it opens up in a new tab and they can read more about that particular thing they're looking at. So documentation, which I haven't added yet. It's too early, but yeah. So let me just expand this. We have a basic editor here, and it's a node editor. I haven't seen any service like this anywhere online. I know of Zapier and Make and Ift. Yeah, There was also another one we used to call Integromat. I think that's what later turned into Make. But those are node based systems, but they don't deal in IoT because Pheenix is IoT first. It's going to have ways to do things with data so that you're not locked into just working with sensors, but IoT is the main goal, is the main thing we're aiming at with this solution. And so we're going to have an orchestration system. You can create programs, you can create software, interlink logic to create software visually, and then make that software do stuff, affect your sensors. If you have a robot, you can make your robot affect the virtual world, or you can have the system affect your robot. You can connect another separate system with Pheenix and then modify the things the robot can do through Pheenix. Instead of writing code, use these nodes to make the robot do what you want it to do. We're going to have so many types of nodes down here. So this is just a quick overview. Mr. Moneybags is very excited to fill you in on what's happening. I'm very excited. I'll keep you in the loop on my world. Until next time, stay creative, and we're going to change the world, my people.